Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I have to lock in this roster at like a 100% level, and then we will find out who yield suspension is going to. So to do that, actually we'll have to go to roster or coaches in a minute. To do that, back over to roster moves. And the defense is good. Forwards are good. Let's see what we're going to look like. I fucking hope Macklin's that good. I do indeed. So, do we have anybody who, if you are not dual position, I'm going to move people to where they have to be. All right, so Evangelista and Olesen both have to be on the right. Sissons can play center right. Tomasino can play center. Macklin can play center. So that has decided our center depth. And then it's just where do we want these other options. And I mean, we can play them in their primary spots. So I feel like we're pretty well set up. Yeah, I mean, it's about all we can do if we're playing people within a natural deal. Derp indeed can add multiple X factors. I mean, depends on how the dice rolls go. So Brandon Duhaime, face puncher on the fourth line. Probably play Oscar Olesen on the third line, Evangelista on the second, and Alex Killorn on the first. In terms of centers, this is saying Macklin. There's no way he's an 85. But Macklin, it's going to go Macklin, Tomasino, Sissons, and Kondoleek. I'm tempted to play Kondoleek, actually, on a higher line, because we're not too worried about Sissons. And then left side's obvious. Foligno, Grundstrom, Pacioretty on the top line, LaRue on the second. That's decent. I mean, given where we were at the end of last year, that's not bad. I can't, with the way the roster shaped up, I can't play Tomasino on the right. I don't have enough natural centers. That is the issue. Unless I play Cody Glass. But given who I signed for the fourth line, Cody Glass is our healthy scratch. So. And defensively, it is going to be Yossi, Lore Del Gaizo on the left. I don't know if I want to play Yossi and Ghost on the same line. On the same pair. On one hand, they could just destroy and dominate together. But at the same time, it might be... I mean, it might be playing Morgan Riley and John Klingberg on the same pairing. Who the hell is going to play defense? This could be a great chance for Lassie Thompson to get better. So we are going to have Yossi and Ghost kind of be the anchor of their pairings. And then goaltenders at the moment are Saros and Askarov. But again, our roster is not finalized. It is, but it isn't.
I'm just trying to walk through this.
It is, but it isn't. Young Bohumic. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Sorry about butchering your name, probably. One of these players will be suspended for the entire season. I will technically be allowed to trade them, should I choose. But they will not be allowed to play for our team. And you have to hope, if you are me, so not you, but for me, that it's someone that we just signed on the free agent list to help make things happen with this team. So we will write down everyone's name, and for someone, I'm essentially signing their death warrant for the sake of them being on this team. And then Saros and Askarov. This is gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Let me just make sure. All right, good. Here we go. Every single starter's name is on the list. Much like an individual last season. All right. Well, the good news is he can be sent back to junior. But the idea of pairing him with Pacioretty did not work. Yeah, he can't play for this team. The difference last season is I couldn't send down Tomasino without him getting claimed on waivers. But, yeah, Macklin's out. All right, what do we want to do then? Cody Glass is going to be in. We're going to call up Jordan Martinook as the healthy scratch. But yeah, Macklin will not be an NHLer this year, which I got to be honest, really, really hurts this team. It really hurts this team to not have him there in terms of future, because again, having him with Pacioretty and Killorn would have been amazing for us. Is it worth playing a fan of Saev? That is a possibility, and not necessarily a bad one, but at the same time, sorry, I'm just marking down what our lines are going to be. You know, him tearing it up in the AHL could be better than him being on the third line. Okay, let's go best lines here. So it does put in Cody Glass. It takes out Foligno for Martinook, but we got to put Foligno back in. Presumably still with Sissons and Duhaime. Grunstrom with Kondoleek and Olesen. Maybe not. Fairness, I didn't notice that was screwed. There we go. That's going to have to be what it is. Yeah, not... oh, God. Not having Macklin hurts a lot, because it also means that he is not eligible for what comes next, based on what else was just implemented. One of these players, thanks to the 100,000 channel points of Mills, is about to earn an X Factor. It's just a matter of who. It could even end up being Cody Glass, whose name is now on the list, rather than Macklin's. So again, we left a few options for chat to be positive and to give back. One of these players is about to get an X Factor. And it's last season's stud of the year. He's already gotten one. Zach LaRue is getting another ability. Last season's AHL Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, top goal scorer. Zach LaRue gets another upgrade. So what we will do is, again, obviously, we will reset this. And it's between 1 and 42. Whatever one it lands on is the silver that he'll get. Number 23. Number 23. As Baseball is Life gets removed an X Factor, which we'll see. So again, that is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Got Quick Draw, which is completely fucking useless because he doesn't take faceoffs. So there goes the deal for Zach LaRue, but hey, he gets Silver Quick Draw. So that didn't help at all, actually. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. So what we will be doing is spinning the wheel. And someone who does have an X Factor is about to lose an X Factor. I'm not going to put people on the wheel who don't have an X Factor. I feel like that'd be a little bit cheesy. I thought it was Quick Pick. It was number 23, right? It was Quick Draw, not Quick Pick. Endo, you're drunk. Now Endo's got me second guessing. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Quick draw, because it's 23, not number 24. Basic maths with Endo Mills. Should add everyone if they don't have an X Factor. It's wasted points. I'm not against that, but at the same time, I mean, I can't imagine it will be too damaging. It's 100,000 channel points, you know? I'm willing to have it be devastating. So, Pacioretty is on this list. Tomasino is on this list. Colton Sissons. Good old LaRue is right back on this list. Defensively, Roman Josi. Ghost is on this list. And in goal, UC Saros and Askarov. One of those players will be losing an X Factor. If they only have one, then that's the one. If they have a gold and a silver, we'll have to flip a coin to decide which one. Sissons is absolutely the best case. Sissons is absolutely best case scenario. Here we go. Who's about to lose an X Factor? LaRue would actually be best case scenario. I'd rather have Askarov lose one than Pacioretty right now. I would. So Askarov has 3 abilities. One is a gold. And there's 2 silvers. So what we're going to do is go pick a number between 1 and 3. Goes left to right, 1, 2, and 3. What ability is Askarov about to lose? The gold. I'm pretty sure the number went through. I clicked. Askarov just lost his gold X Factor. That hurts a little bit. I don't think it did. All right. Well, there could be some controversy as to whether or not it went through. So here. What we'll do it this way. First to 3 wins. So a 2 is obviously a 1. Whatever one lands 3 times, first out goes. So that's a 3. I clicked it again. That's another 3. I think it clicked, man. That's not the first time I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I definitely clicked it that time and it didn't move. He's losing his gold. So gold post to post is gone for Yaroslav Askarov. So there is the pain. There is the pain. Still obviously a very good, young, promising goalie. I mean, goalies are fucking voodoo in this game anyway, so it's not the largest loss, in my opinion. But, yeah. That is where we are at. So, one more look over of this team then. Now that we have made certain changes. Again, LaRue ends up with face-off abilities, but he's not a centerman. If anything, yeah, if anything, that might make him better. You're not wrong. I think we're good, at least for the moment. As far as we know, we're set up. I have to do coaching staff and stuff like that. We do have to set up the AHL lines really quickly. So it's going to be Alnefelt and Greaves. Alnefelt and Greaves. Who got F off? Macklin. Oh, Barneson's still in junior. Wow, he's that good and he's still in junior. Okay. So Alnefelt and Greaves, that's not too bad then. Defensively, Jake Livingstone has to be out for Kulanumi. And lefty-wise, Gulyayev has to get into this lineup. He does. He does. It's going to have to be for Graham Sword. Gonna have to be. You're right, there was a Sam Besser press box suspension as well. So somebody will be getting suspended for 5 games here in a moment. I actually still have that wheel set up. So, who's getting suspended for the first 5 games of the season? Lassie Thompson will be out for the first 5 games of the season. All right, really quickly. High 6, medium 6. Let's go with Kulanumi on the higher line. I don't want to demote Willsby. Like, he's earned that top spot. But we do need Gulyayev to end up with more play time. Honestly, it's a tough spot. That works. Don't even know if that'll be our coaching staff, but Datsuka's not ours. Kondratiev, Kolesnik had signed a bunch of AHL filler, which is fine by me. Honestly, that looks fine. I mean, having Oliver Moore on the 4th line isn't necessarily what we want, but there, that works. All right. So, I think we are good. Hopefully, as Cam implements a Melnick rule. So at least our next trade, maybe our next 2, depending on how nice I feel about being. Or maybe that one's wasted as well, given that we're not currently doing a trade. It depends on how aggressive I feel like being and telling you guys, hey, you're not paying attention. So, shout out to Big Papa Stu, the name of the night. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It should be wasted. Yeah. We'll see. See what direction we go. All right, let's see. Bentley. 61%. Scheme fits. Harold is a 62. Forrest. All right, so it's still Harold at a 62. Harold at a 62. And Reese. Barry Reese, congratulations. You are going to be our new head coach, apparently. Apparently. All right, we need an AHL goalie coach. Yeah, no more Bentley. I mean, I did tell you guys it was a very good chance he was going to get fired and that he wouldn't end up being the guy for us. So, Ollie, you were on our team last year, I think. We do still have to set up our scouts. And again, actually having to have NHL scouts sucks, but Central, Metro, Atlantic, and Pacific. AHL is Pacific, Central, North, and Atlantic. All right. We need a Q scout. I should have moved the other one because this guy was more proficient there, but not a big deal. We need ourselves a scout for the QMJHL. Holy hell. We need a Russian scout. Fire random scout. Thank you, Rexington. Well, I'm going to get them set up first, and then we'll see where we're at. I'm going to get them set up first, and then indeed, someone will get fired. I had a feeling that was coming. All right, let's get that first European League in there. Yeah, we'll probably just avoid Austria. There's only 6 prospects. All right. We need a U.S. East and a U.S. West as we get a sent home suspension as well. See who that will end up being. Every time you start to think we might get to start simming a season, chat says no. Every time. Every time. Which is fine by me. I mean, it's just more so I figured people would be bored with us not making any progress, but I guess not. Well, not too big of a problem. Central West, we got a DEL scout. Atlantic North, Central Pacific. All right, let's move you. Gotta get the NLA scout in there. And then one more scout, only for someone to then be fired. Solomon, we are going to move you over to the Czech Astrologa. And we are going to go with pick a number between 1 and 20. Number 7. Which means, based on how it's sorted, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our AHL North Scout has been fired. Neat. We already know that Lassie Thompson has been suspended for 5 games. The sent home suspension was also there, which is 10 games. And that person, hopefully, if it's Lassie Thompson again, he's suspended for 15. Fuck it. Oh my god. Alrighty. Captain Yossi, suspended for 10 games. That sucks. It's very close to being Brandon Duhaime. So Roman Yossi will be out for Jeremy Lauzon. I mean, in fairness, that'll help me be worse as the season goes on, so I'm not really sweating that. If anything, that's a favor for us. Honestly, put Goss Bear over there. That works for me. As weird as it is. And then forward wise, well, that's right, Lassie Thompson's out too. So we need to call up another defenseman. Fuck. We have the space. We do not. Livingstone, why not? Why not? And for the moment, we'll have to send down Akira Schmidt as the backup. So let's just resort that as it was. And Lassie Thompson will be out for Jake Livingstone. It certainly doesn't help the defensive chemistry at the moment, but hey, we'll do what we got to do. This is also a season where we're going to have to pay attention to who the starter is going to be. At least at the NHL level. AHL level, it can just be Alnefelt. It can alternate between him and Greaves, I suppose. All right, so 5 games out for Lassie Thompson, 10 games out for Roman Yossi. Preseason, of course, does not count. We'll go regular season only. As we did get that goalie coach. What did the OC do to get that? I don't fucking know. I don't care enough to make up a backstory. All right. Our season starts against Detroit. Before that, I heard potential. You never know. Goal of the season. I am intrigued to see if people can come up with anything interesting. Again, in the Discord, top of the deal there, top of the directory, Preds franchise ideas. I want some goals for the season. Again, what is the goal? What do we get if we win? Which, in fairness, is typically just you don't get the punishment. And then what's the punishment if we fail? And I have a hunch I'm missing something anyway, but I do kind of want to take inventory. At the same time, now can be the time to see what other rosters look like, too, heading into this. So, we'll take a quick look around the league while people get those ideas in there. Again, sometimes the overalls can't be trusted, but Jake Gensel ended up signing in Anaheim, as did Philip Forsberg. So the Ducks benefit tremendously from my misfortune, and they have changed drastically. Gustav Forsling's there now. Tyson Hines and Ian Moore have made the team. Dostal and Gibson still in goal. Strom, Tracy, Guru is the scratches. Arizona. I mean, with the addition Niederreiter, Josh Doan has made the team, even though his dad's in Toronto now. And they were the ones to sign Devon Taves, $11.8 million for 6 years. Whew. Maverick Lamoureux has also made the team. Marc-Andre Fleury and Carl Pamelka. Fleury, just under $7 million for a year. So, yeah, shout out to the Coyotes. They also splashed some cash. The Bruins signed Zuccarello and Roslovic. Connor Brown. Sean Monahan's there now. Quinn Olsen made the team. The Bruins are unrecognizable at this stage. Brought in Goligoski, Edmondson, and Riley Walsh made the team. Weird. Still got Allmark and Swayman. Weird teams already. Shout out to Jake Bean. He'll be in all the Dunks commercials. How can they afford that much? Who the hell knows, man? AI in cap space is a myth. Buffalo added Tyler Toffoli and Trent Frederick, and aside from that, it's their people. Again, you can't 100% confirm the abilities because Fog of War is on. Chris Tanev is a Sabre now. Devin Levi and Cam Talbot in goal. Connor Clifton's a scratch, all $3 million of them. Carolina, small beer fridge, has made the team. Jamison Reese. Burns. Ronan Seeley made the team. Scott Morrow. Chekhov and Anderson in goal. Jordan Stahl, healthy scratch. Columbus. Still rolling with a lot of the youth. Nick Bonino's there now. Defense. Dent Matejchuk and David Yarosek have made the team. Both at 20 years old. That is very good news for the Blue Jackets. Tara Sophomores Leakins in goal. Of course, and Kuhlman's is also there, but he's a scratch, as is Ivan Provorov. Have fun learning Chinese, buddy. Calgary. Matt Coronado's made the team. They were the ones that ended up with Leo Carlson. Got a guy named Jan Vasicek. Igor Sokolov's there now. Ended up with Dominic Vinsore making the team. Jeremy Poirier. Cameron, why not? Steve Dangle's favorite player. Dustin Wolf stayed in Calgary. They do have Connor Zary as a scratch, though. Chicago, Emanim was a generated player. They brought in Joe Pavelski, David Perron. They ended up with Fantilli in this run. Colton Docks made the team. Got Eberle on the fourth line. Gorchinski's there. Wyatt Kaiser. Alex Vlasic. Comesso and Soderblom in goal. Gutman Phillips and Callie Rosen as scratches. Colorado added Blake Wheeler, JVR, Mike Hoffman, Tanner Pearson, Yusuf Parson, of course, who I didn't want to give up, but Bowen Byram, Kale McCarr, Brady Shea is there, Georgiev and Ranta, Matt Grizzlick's there as a healthy scratch, hate to see it. Dallas, Logan Stankoven on the top line, Maverick Bork is in the mix. Logan Stankoven right to the top line. Damn. Brought in Justin Schultz. Thomas Harley's there. Ottinger and Luukkonen in goal because Dallas didn't have enough Finns on the roster to begin with. Liam Bixel's there, but a healthy scratch. Detroit. Marco Casper has made the team. Carter Mazur. Jonathan Berggren's there. William Wallander made the team. Guys, you got to remember, Fog of War is not on. Or Fog of War is on, so you're not always going to see accurate overalls for players. Case in point, 1 out of 4 accuracy to be an 87. He's not an 87. He shouldn't be scratched, but he's not an 87. That's some talent and money. Scratch for Detroit. Edmonton, McDavid playing on Draisaitl's wing. At that point, when you still haven't won, why not try whatever the hell you can? Xavier Bourgault's made the team. Raphael Lavoie. Jake Chason. Carter Savoy. Ty Tullio. They're having to go really young with their depth. Really young with their depth. Still got Campbell and Skinner. Patrick Pistola's there. Florida. Mackie Smoskovich has made the team. Defense, Michael Benning with Ekblad. John Ludwig's there. Knight and Bobrovsky still. We got in Los Angeles, Turcotte showing up as top line center. I guess he developed finally. Akil Thomas is there. Kopitar, third line right wing. Interesting. Chromiak's made the team too. Defense. Jordan Spence is there. Brant Clark has made the team. Peter Mrazek and Semyon Varlamov in goal is quite the choice. What's going on? How are you? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Minnesota. Marat Kuznetsov is there. Hunter Haight made the team. They signed Max Domi. Carson Lambos and Kalen Addison now the top pairing. Brock Faber on the team. I think he was a healthy scratch for them or in the AHL last season. Wallstead and Berdeen. That's not going to be the highest rated goaltending tandem. Jack Peart as a scratch. Montreal. Riley Kidney in the mix. Elonen, Sean Farrell. Defense, Harris, Montour, Gouli, Barron, Badan, and John Klingberg. Stolars and Jake Allen in goal. Lane Hudson as a healthy scratch. That's a choice. That's a choice, all right. What team did we take over? We are using Nashville. New Jersey. Naslund again was a generated player. Signed Eric Gustafson. TJ Brody. Simon Nemec has made the team. And checking Halak. Luke Hughes, healthy scratched. Yikes. Islanders. Bedard on the top line. William DeFore has made the team. Matt Barzell, fourth line center. The AI's fine, though. Don't worry about it. The AI is perfectly fine. It's great, even. My favorite comedy band. Fucking Electric Callboy. Oh, Matt Murray now the backup. Let's see, the Rangers. Brendan Othman in their top six. Will Cool's there. Adam Sikora. Chris Kreider's on the fourth line. All right. Defense is basically the same. They did end up managing to keep that defenseman. Dylan Garand is their backup. Yikes. Jason Zucker is a healthy scratch. Ottawa. Robbie Arventi. Kukkonen. Top line. Jonathan Drouin back in a Canadian market. Bernard Docker. Reimer and Forsberg in goal. Neat. Philadelphia. Okay, so Philly ended up with Dylan Holloway. Interesting. I don't know if they offer sheeted him or what. Obviously, we can go check draft picks, but Dylan Holloway is now a Flyer. Cutter Gauthier has made the team. Tara Vinen, Noah Cates. Victor Arvidsson's on their fourth line. Grons has made the team. Shout out to Cody for the bits, by the way. Emil Andre's made the team, too. Mark Giordano's a Flyer. Carter Hart, Cal Peterson still the goalies. Bobby Brink is a healthy scratch. No worries, Pat. We'll take a look. Malkin, Crosby, Kane in Pittsburgh. They also signed Jake DeBrusk and Tom Wilson. Cody with the extra bits. Thank you again. Pittsburgh Penguin legend, Tom Wilson. Ty Smith has made the team. Let Kyle Dubas cook. Eric Portillo's there. Sveshkovsky is a scratch, though, isn't great. Seattle. Second line winger Ryan Poehling. Love to see it. And Yakov Trenin joins former Preds teammate Ellie Tolvanen in Seattle, as does Denis Gurionov. They can have a former Nashville line. Riker Evans makes the Kraken as OEL also signs in Seattle. In goal, DeSmith and Grubauer. Oh boy, how much did they give to Smith? That is pretty pricey. Trennan signed for 1.9, 2 years. We could have easily given him that, but we wanted to keep our options open. Sharks, board low on the top line. Zach Dean has made the team. Juha Ranta, who they drafted before. Philip Zadina's still there. Daniil Gushchin's made the team. Henry Thrun alongside Eric Sharkelson. Muka Madulin has made the team as well. Connor Hellebuck to the Sharks. $7 million for 4 years. With healthy scratches, Logan Couture, Marcus Foligno, and Luke Kunin. Logan Couture is not in that lineup. St. Louis. Again, the AI is fine, though. Don't worry about it. Jimmy Snugarud has made the team. Zach Bolduc's there. Jake Neighbors. Toropchenko. Braden Shen on the fourth line. Again, D'Angelo signed there last year. Goaltenders Binnington and Vadim Zherenko. With Ryan O'Reilly, Mikhail Abramoff, and Alec Regula as scratches. I'm sorry that I sent you back there, Ryan, but I had to do it. Tampa with Gonsalves on the top line. Jonathan Marchessault back in Tampa. Lucas Edmonds has made the team. 3rd round pick in 2022. Lucas Edmonds made the team. Kalachnikov signed in Tampa. That sucks. Max Crozier's made the team. Bassey and Martin Jones. Amazing. The Leafs with Robertson, Matthews, Marner, Bertuzzi has stayed. Matthew Nyes, Tverberg. Defensively, oh god. The defense is certainly taking a hit money-wise. Goalie-wise, Samsonov and Big Save Dave back in Toronto. William Villeneuve is a healthy scratch, so is Calvin DeHaan. Vancouver, Ratu on the top line with Pettersson and Garland. That's not too bad. Tommy Novak went to Vancouver. I wasn't going to give him 4.5 for 2 years. I just wasn't. We made the right choice to trade him. Defense, Zadorov is there now. And in goal, Demko and Brian Elliott. Philip Roos. There's a scratch. Vegas signed Elias Lindholm. They have Alex Nylander in their top 6. Brendan Brasson's made the team. Jeff Carter on the 4th line. Defense, Ryan Merkley has made the team. They also signed Eric Johnson, Gustafson, and Thompson in goal. Cross Hanas. There's a scratch. Winnipeg. Rucker McGroarty's made the team. Tarasenko's still there, but on the 4th line. Tyson Barrie signs with the Jets. And in goal, Brossois and Comrie. Brossois and Comrie. Couldn't stay away. That brings us to our final team, Washington. Signed Steven Stamkos and Alex Barabanov. Miroshnichenko's made the team. Wow. Defensively, Alexiev's there, Fehervari, and goalies Kemper and Charlie Lindgren. Kuznetsov is a healthy scratch. So, you know, some ridiculousness, some silliness. With that, I'm going to look over and see what our goal for the season is going to be. Objective, have an unsigned prospect improve by 3 overall points at the end of the season. That's too random. We can't do anything about that. And the odds are it'll happen because of Macklin. So, objective, get 35 wins by the trade deadline or be forced to sell Saros. Oh boy, you know, we'll consider Demadome's. We'll consider Dema's suggestion. Owners sees how bad the team is and wants you to win the lottery, get a top 3 pick after the lottery. Get a top 3 pick after the lottery. Failure to do this means the owner gets to make the 1st round pick. Well, I think I'm gonna have to rule that one out as well. The idea of trade for a a pick because of how I'm limited in trading. I would have to go to a team, use the trade finder. It's just, it's too random. As Sid utilizes a suspension. Thank you, Sid. We didn't even get a chance to sim a game yet. That's lovely. AJ, top 20 in standings by deadline or trade the highest point producer. We had top 20 last year. Keep goals scored allowed within 50 of one another. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Honestly, Risket's winning so far. That's the most interesting one. Nashville get another top 5 pick. Punishment loses second round pick. They get another top 5. I get full immunity for the first round. I still think Risket's is winning. Both goalies have to have it above 9-10 if they succeed. Ooh, okay. All right, hold on. Hold on. Power play penalty kill over 105% combined. If I fail, trade the highest power play producer. Ooh, that one's not bad either. Idea of have a good power play and penalty kill. That one's not bad either. Hold on, I gotta respond to Endo here. Oh god. I got nothing. So, for me, I think there's 3 that sound really good. We have Biscuit's idea. Keep goals scored allowed within 50 of one another. If you fail, you have to have an F-grade goalie coach for next season. You got Sergachev's. Both goalies have to have an above 9-10. If they succeed, Askarov gets his gold back. If he fails, he loses all X factors. And then Cookies was have power play penalty kill percentages combined to be 105% or more. If we fail, we trade the highest power play producer. I'm going to rule out Cookies for the sole fact that the highest power play producer is going to be Roman Josi, and I can't trade him because he has no movement clause. So it comes down to Biscuits or Sergachev's. It comes down to a simple button press. 1 or 2. Biscuits 1, Sergachev's 2. It's Sergachev's goal for the season. So Askarov is the focus. The goaltenders are the focus. Both goalies need a 9-10 or above. If they succeed, Askarov gets his gold back. If they fail, Askarov loses his remaining 2 abilities. It's an interesting one. It is an interesting one. And why not, before we get this season simmed, we got one more goddamn motherfucking player that has to sit out of this lineup for 10 games. We'll spin the wheel one more time. We already have Lassie Thompson and Roman Josi sitting out for a little bit. Well, that might help UC Saros have a high save percentage because he's going to miss 10 games.